Laurie Dalrymple and his fellow directors left hundreds of free pint cards for fans in the town's popular Hogshead pub before the game against Everton. The classy gesture was revealed by fans on Twitter. One punter told us, he left loads of tickets at the door and bar for Wolves fans to collect and then paid the bill. Leo Bonatini admits Wolverhampton Wanderers' expectations are high, and thinks a Europa League spot is within reach. Wolves kick off their Premier League campaign later today against Everton at Molineux in what is their first top-flight match in 6 years. Nuno Espirito Santo's side walked to the championship title last season, and many are tipping them for a strong campaign again after a busy transfer window. Bonatini, one of several players whose loan move from last term was made permanent for this season, told ESPN Brazil, "The Premier League will start today here. We'll be making a home debut against Everton. It's a team that have strengthened considerably on the last day of the window. And the expectation is very good, to have a good campaign. We know it was a difficult campaign last year, but we are prepared. We had a good pre-season. And we are getting stronger game by game. We'll do our best in the Premier League." A call for a reality check as Wolves prepare to welcome the Premier League back to Molineux. When asked if Europa League qualification is possible, the striker replied, "We clearly think of making a campaign at Wolves level. We know we have a very good team, but we really have to think game by game. We don't think of an end goal today. So we expect to make a good debut with our fans, and starting with 3 points is always important. We know the difficulty, we know the quality of the other opponents as well. And if we can pinch a spot in the Europa League, if everything goes right, we will not deny this opportunity." No, why it's time for a reality check at Molineux without doubt. Wolves are the best equipped they've ever been when entering a Premier League season, and if you believe what the bookies say, Fosun's substantial backing has seen them marked as 7th favourite to actually win the Premier League, writes Ryan Leister. Under the guidance of Nuno Espirito Santo, Wolves have made some giant footsteps in the last 12 months, where not only did he get the club promoted at the first time of asking, but the former Porto man also totally changed the footballing culture and philosophy of a club who'd been set in its ways for many a decade. Although this new Wolves side haven't kicked a ball in the Premier League, the majority of Wolves fans would tell you that this is as good as it's been at Molineux for a generation, maybe longer, but as a result of the 2017-18 fairy tale, it has seen expectations rise considerably. Introducing Rui Pedro Silva, João Lopes and the rest of Nuno's Wolves Wolfpack last season, dreams became a reality for those following Wolves as they soaked up and embraced one of the club's most successful and enjoyable seasons in modern history, in a term where they dominated the championship with a purist brand of football whilst scoring some beautiful goals in the process. However, winning the championship and adding further reinforcements doesn't automatically mean that the transition into the top flight will be easy, and survival definitely should not be taken for granted. Although confidence amongst supporters is understandably high and many believe that we could be witnessing the start of something special at Wolverhampton Wanderers, the club is entering one of the most unforgiving leagues in the world, where every single point has to be earned. Again, going by what the bookmakers say, it is expected that Wolves should be comfortable next season, and this is a very new situation for those in the terraces at Molineux, who on previous Premier League visits have been used to being tarnished with the underdog brush. On paper, Wolves should be more than fine next season, but football isn't played on paper, and just because you've spent money, it doesn't entitle you to success, and those old enough to remember will, I'm sure, recall the Graham Taylor and Sir Jack Hayward Golden Tet era at Molineux. Wolves reveal 2018-19 squad numbers as Patricio, Torre, Jimenez and co take their pick. Wolves are going places, but this isn't an overnight journey to the stars, and although it would be easy to get carried away, patience from a now believing fan base is still going to be needed. Retaining your Premier League status should be the first objective for any newly promoted side, and despite the club having lofty long-term ambitions, a comfortable survival in the first season back would surely be deemed a success, wouldn't it? At Mariana Leister.